Blood speak. It's all hard. Blood speak. Heavy blood.
It's the new Steven Seagal movie, Blood Speak.
Blood speak. And he's, I'm a retired parking lot fighter.
I'm a retired valet. I used to park cars.
And I park my fist in your
I
ass.
fight off roving vans.
I'll park my fist in your ass. Why would you do that, Steven? I like it.
It's just what I do.
It's for me.
It's what I
you.
do.
This is not for you. It's going back to tell Vladimir.
Zach is here. Zach, hello.
Zach.
I said the ticker tape at the bottom feels like you're trying to convince people that a good reason to become a patron is that Chris isn't there.
That's correct.
You got it. That's right.
I ripped Zach's shoulders apart last time we worked out, so he couldn't come today.
Well, that happens sometimes.
I got it. He's got to reattach his arms now, like an old, like Stretch Armstrong when it got too dry. That's how. That's what happened.
Rip the fucking head off. Rip the head off. Do not rip the head off.
Done fucked him up.
That's it.
And that's why you come to my gym.
He says, "Yep, it hurts."
Oh, poor Zach. I'm sorry, Zach.
I
should have been a little bit more cautious, but Zach's so strong. He's so strong.
He's so strong.
He's so strong. I want to see how strong he could be.
Got arms like a tree.
And he's pretty fucking strong. What was it? I think he topped out like 280 on the bench. I was like, holy fuck.
Well, that's it. We
all
all
a lot.
We all do different things.
Yeah, so much. So much. I didn't even attempt it.
What is that? I hear noise. We gotta put a
noise complaint. Noise complaint. Put your lodge your complaint in with the deli ticker. The deli ticket taker. The thing that that's if you can put a complaint in the ticket taker on the deli. And you're stuffing ham in there and salami. Come on, take my complaints.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm giving you a little bit of feedback here, and most of it is salty
okay? Meat. Most of it's boar's head.
Most of my complaints are salted.
I'll have to add extra salt.
My complaint is that this slot's not wide enough to feed more ham in there.
Ham slot. Come on down to our deli. You can buy some ham, stuff it in the slot.
Come on,
we got a little guy down there. He works in the deli. He just sits and he opens his mouth over it. He waits for the meat to come out. Slide down. It's going.
That's it. He brought his own funnel from home one time.
He's got it custom engraved, embroidered.
It's bronzed, dipped in bronze.
Sam the salami man.
Sam the salami man. He knows how to get it done.
Feed it to me
every day.
Don't feed him the gabagool because he's got an upset stomach.
That's right. Yeah, he gets a little too sensitive after those Italian meats.
Ugh, those Italian meats are a little much. Trust me,
a little too much on the spicy side.
I'm Italian and I get indigestion from the stuff that we eat. Holy shit!
Well, so am I, and I don't.
I know. Yeah, keep on bragging about your iron stomach. You eat these old Taco Bell taco meat.
Absolutely.
I guess it's technically safe because it was never real food to begin with.
This is the idea. I'm not. I got Bernie Sanders in the way between us here.
Bernie.
Got to get Bernie out of the way. Yeah, it's really, I think it's like the shock to the system.
Yeah.
So if I don't, if I keep eating the bad stuff, I'll either be able to process it or I'll die, and then I won't have to worry about it, and I won't have to process it.
I love this mentality.
That's what we call a win-win.
You do whatever you want, and if it works out, great. And if it doesn't, you're dead. And who's going to care anyway? Are you going to care? Nope. You don't have time to care. I ain't got time to care. I'm dead.
That's right. Somebody's got to eat all his bad food.
Don't wake me up.
DNR. I'm sleeping.
Do not revive me from a deep sleep.
Don't you disturb my sleep.
I'm doing this is how we do our show. We come up with new acronyms for things no one asked for.
No, just that bit. I'm doing that's the show.
That's the show.
That's the show. In a nutshell.
The internet is a bad place because it allows us to be on it.
Right. It's like, come on in.
Sure, there's room for your sloppy shit. Get in here. Slop all over the place. I don't give a fuck. There's room. There's space for this nonsense.
Oh, all right. Let's start this nonsense.
Let's do it because all the funny parts are gone now.
That's right. We got them all out of the system.
Yeah, I'm just going to go to sleep. I'm on do not wake me
That's
up.
right. We're back on
When
do
I-
not resuscitate
Do not
mode.
resuscitate.
That's
I'm in
right.
REM sleep.
We're just
Deep
gonna
REM.
be it's gonna be dead for the whole show.
I'll be dead.
It's weird news, and then
It'll be coughing. I'll wake up.
That's
Huh?
right.
What the hell? What the hell just happened? I'm Lazarus this week.
This world's fucking so fucked up.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Gate and then space.
What does that do? Did that blow your mind?
That just happened. This corner weighing in at 180 pounds. Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
Bunch of fucking amateurs. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay, then.
Hail to the king, baby.
Yeah, fuck it, dude. Let's go bold.
You tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt.
And that's it.
And that's that.
And that's it. And we'll
Good
see you
show.
next time.
See you later. That's the best show we'd ever
It
done.
really would have been.
3 seconds, we're out.
Oh man, that's it.
Boom,
We just say
sign off.
hello, goodbye.
I'll tell
It's
you,
like the Beatles.
Who was not here for only 3 seconds, but signed off a little too early, is Betty White.
Betty White. God
Or as
damn
we
it.
Now I fondly know her as Daddy White. 'Cause
Daddy
she
White.
is not getting up. The Golden Girls have called her home.
That's right. She's gone back.
Thank you for being my friend.
That's right. Golden Girls. We got Mary Tyler Moore.
Yep, the Silver Girls.
Silver Girl. Silver Surfer. She
The
was in
Silver
that.
Surfer. She was the Silver
She
Surfer.
was the Silver Surfer.
She moves across the universe. and
No, she was the board.
Oh, she was the board. Oh, right.
She unparalleled performance.
She had to go. Yeah, she had to go back to the universe. You know, back to now that we got the Webb telescope that lets us see when the universe was created.
Yep.
Because I read recently that's what they're looking into.
Yeah.
With the Webb, the James Webb telescope.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
That's right. They tried to shoot off the James Woods telescope.
James Woods.
But it got
real political for a second.
Got real weird, and they're like, "Why don't you come on home?
Come on, James.
Come on out of the spotlight there for a minute. We got to talk to you about a couple of these things."
Is this why he hasn't been in any movies lately?
Oh yeah,
He's been working on his telescope.
He's been in space. Yeah,
He's been.
They just shot him out into space.
Tell us come back and tell us what you found in about 4 millennia. Oh, poor James Woods.
Yeah.
He's in a great movie called John Carpenter's Vampires. What a fantastic film that was.
Yeah.
I love the part when he shoots his little crossbow with some broken off broom handles in it.
Right. Well, I mean, you got to improvise sometimes.
Those people were not vampires. They were real people. Alec Baldwin, everybody
gotta
just think
practice.
about him, but
Yeah, and
James
you can't
Woods
have the
killed
high
him.
stakes of killing or missing when you're trying to kill an immortal creature.
That's right.
So you got to practice on the mortals.
That's the only way.
Mailman, pizza delivery guys.
They solicited 4
Mormons.
real vampires to be in the movie, but they couldn't find any. So
Every time they shot
they
them,
found
it's because the
vagrants.
camera's just a bunch of mirrors. So there's nothing came up.
It's just a bunch
They're
of
like,
drifters.
they're like, shit.
He's shooting state crossbows and drifters.
Whatever you got to do, you just have to try and find a goal and work towards it.
Make the most of it when you can.
There's
And that's what he does.
That's it.
That's James Woods' motto. He's never going home, is what he said. I love He's still looking for that pack of cigarettes.
I'm never going home.
Never going home. The James Woods story. We've ghost written your autobiography, James Woods. We just want the kids to know that you're definitely not coming back this Christmas or any one of them.
Daddy didn't even go for cigarettes. He's just not coming back.
He just looks him dead in the eyes. I'm never coming back again.
Everybody gather around. I got something to say.
Family meeting quick while we still have one. It's about 4 seconds. This is about to be a broken home.
I hired a cherry picker to drop me from above the house so I can break this shit in two to make the allegory even more palpable. Okay.
I want this thing to be like the Titanic when it's over.
That's right.
2 pieces sinking to the bottom of the
Right
fucking Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, it's all over. It's all over.
And that's where Betty White ended up, too.
That's exactly right. She
the
got
heart
caught
of
in
the
riptide.
ocean is down there, and she just went diving back
Oh
for
yeah,
it.
she was like
She got the what's that called? The Benz. She got
The
the Benz.
Benz.
Yeah, so I always get Sids and Benz confused.
Different.
The Benz is when you came up too fast,
Right.
and the SIDS is when you're an infant and you
When
suddenly die.
You came out, and then you're like, never mind.
Nah, fuck this. Slip right back in there. Send me back. Reverse the process.
Fucking shit on me. I can't breathe.
Just body after body busting out of shit wood and hitting pavement.
That's
Oh,
it.
God, that's all it is. You just end up going back home.
See ya.
A place that James Woods will never see again.
That's right. He's never going.
I'm never going home.
Don't you sing that song at my funeral. I don't want anything
Keep
referring
Chris
to my
Daughtry
home.
away from me.
That's
Is what I say. I'm coming home. No, I'm not.
No, not.
I refuse.
Sing any song but that. That's all we got to do is any song but
Home,
that.
home on the range.
Home on
Get
the
out of
range.
here.
Sweet home Alabama.
I got this crossbow, state crossbow. I'll shoot it right at your fucking eyes.
I'll find it. It's in one of my closets, but I have to have somebody deliver it to me because I'm not getting it at the house.
One of my many.
I want to throw it out in the street or something.
I toss this out the window. I need this.
Get it off the lawn. That counts.
It's got, all assistants are just meant to go back to his house and just retrieve
That's
his
it.
things.
That's it,
Little
yeah.
by little, his family watches his life slip away.
Just removing one piece at a time every day. Sorry, just had me come in to get his other tie. He wants the other tie. He said this was the wrong one.
It's like strip poker, but when you lose your dad. I hope nobody's an orphan out there in the audience.
That's right. If there's any orphans out there, we're
doing the orphan report this week.
right.
The orphans report. Doing the orphan report.
And guess what? You're the only one on the
You're
list.
Still no parents.
That's right.
You're like Bruce
Sorry.
Wayne without the money. You'll never amount to anything. He's got a distinct mental problem that allows him the confidence to beat on poor people who are just trying to feed their family for a night. But he's got lots of money, so it enables him to do so.
That's
You
a-
have none of these.
That's an epitaph right there. It was like Bruce Wayne without the money. People guessing, like, was he an orphan?
Is it
Did
propaganda?
he beat up like people? What? Did he stop crime? We don't know what component.
What part of Bruce Wayne was he like? But is it the moral? Is it like a capitalistic like fairy tale? Because the idea is that the only differentiation between encountering a tragedy from one person to another person is when one person becomes a villain and the other becomes a hero.
Yeah.
Is money?
It's
Is
money.
that what they're trying to say?
That's basically it. Money lets you do whatever you want. That's the bottom line. Is whatever you want to do. If you got the money, it's yours.
Yeah, it's all yours.
That's it. That's really
The world is yours. It's Scarface.
Scarface, 100%.
Tony Montana tried to teach it to us already.
There you go, Tony Montana, Botman. Yep. Say hello. Say hello to my little batarang. You know, that's what.
It is. Well, Bruce Wayne probably did copious amounts of cocaine.
Oh, I'm sure he
There's
did.
no
I mean,
way he was a high society elite.
he was at parties all day. He's up
always
fighting
schmoozing.
crime all night. You got to have amphetamine to get it pull all nighters like that
No.
on a daily basis.
No normal guy's gonna do that.
No. And how did they think that he was qualified for that? How are they
for
just fighting
Batman?
crime when he didn't have any sleep? He's up all night.
Alfred's the biggest enabler of all time.
Oh my God! That's why he's so old. He's like, I'm gonna die before this piece of
He's
shit.
sucking on all this money, right? He's fine being his little lapdog because he's got a great life. He lives in a huge mansion.
Yeah.
He just let this little kid run free like he's the worst nanny of all time.
Go on, you whore. Go home.
What
Go
did
home.
his parents
There'll be
say?
another whore tomorrow.
Alfred's like, yes, sir, I will get you anything you want.
Whatever.
And his parents, meanwhile, rolling around in their graves like Billy Mays when the fucking what's that guy called, the Sham Wow guy started coming in,
Absolutely.
taking his place and sucking up all his business.
And now he's dead.
He's rolling around his grave, mostly because he's actually dead, but there's so much cocaine in his system that he can't stay put.
He died several years before. Yeah.
They use him as like free energy, like a turbine.
Exactly right. Yeah, they just
He's a hydroelectric plant.
they just got jumper cables attached to his nipples. It's just Just keeping everything running.
Come on, Chet.
Doing
It's
it
your
all
turn
right.
to go unravel the Billy Mays cables.
Somebody's got to do it.
It's rolling.
They got knotted up again. I don't know what happened there. The poles got
But
crossed.
if you don't stop, the state of Missouri is going to lose all their electricity.
So listen,
so get in there.
Listen, it's on. The blood is on your hands if the grid goes down. Okay?
They're freezing. There's a cold front coming through, and they don't have heat there because they
And
don't need
if we
it.
can't see the bat signal, how are we ever going to save people? With all our money. All our ShamWow money. Yeah.
Oh my God! Do you think that Bezos' his next venture is going to have like a bad signal thing? Do you think he's already a vigilante? He's got to be living some kind of wet dream with money, right?
I don't think he cares enough to be a vigilante.
You don't think he wants to beat on poor people? He does enough of it with.
I was going to say class action lawsuits. Class action lawsuits.
Yeah, he's doing it at the warehouse all
I'm
the
just
time.
going to sue us whole warehouse.
Yeah, he is like Batman because he employs a bunch of poor people, fucks them up all day, doesn't let them piss, keeps them in a warehouse,
He's
just like Arkham Asylum.
I'm going to go home and sit in front of my 400-inch TV. It's all plasma, too. It's all retro technology.
With my
wife. That's right. Yeah, that really is the perfect punctuation clue.
He doesn't have a wife anymore.
No, he doesn't.
He's a free agent. Watch out, ladies! I saw a picture of him. He looks like somebody Taylor dressed him.
I'm surprised he's not doing like a Tiger King thing. He's having a Joe Exotic dating show. For Jeff Bezos.
He should go full on Trump and
put
just
it
be
on
like,
Prime.
That's right. Put on Prime.
And
jack up the price.
You're making money off your money.
People will see him. Yeah. What public image does he need to preserve?
He's got
everybody hates him already.
Yeah, exactly.
People put guillotines in his front fucking lawn. You think it
Full
matters?
functional guillotines, several of them.
They had teachers.
Do you know how long that takes to set up?
You need a guy who's an expert from 200 years ago
so
to make
much
this happen.
there. Oh my God, you got
They got to call Pawn Stars guy to call another guy who's an expert on guillotines. Just get out there, quote you a price, and then he sets it up.
That's right.
And then Rick goes, I'll give you about $4 for this fucking piece of shit.
$4. If it was in better shape, if the rope was period, maybe I could give you $5.
You got a period rope on this thing?
You always got to qualify it. You got to qualify. It's like, oh, well, if only this thing was that thing, it would be worth more. But
can we open up a Kickstarter with Matt Repair Shop for guillotine specifically?
Guillotine repair.
Way out of fashion.
Absolutely. We'll sharpen the blade for you.
Yeah.
We can. We really could do this. I mean,
tune this bitch up.
In fact, I think I have everything that I need.
Yeah.
This is going to happen. I have a piece of scrap metal that's been sitting around. I'm going to build a guillotine. I literally have everything I need right now. I literally have everything. I'm going to make a guillotine.
We're making a guillotine.
Get ready, folks.
And I'll tell you what, if
we're going to sit it right there in the background.
We'll put it right behind Chris. So
Chris,
make him stick his head in it when he comes to do the show.
That's right.
Put the microphone
Put your
down
hand through there. It's over, Chris.
That's both the sound of judgment and the sound of his head clunking.
That's
off
right. It's like
double
bounce.
Oh
it's appropriate.
What have I done? What have I done?
Would you pull it out of the table?
Yeah, I got very overzealous.
Good thing that guillotine's not ready yet.
That's right. You make one misstep on this show, you're done.
That's right. We don't offer second chances.
Not here.
We're not Batman, okay?
Batman doesn't kill, but he sure will ruin your fucking life.
That's right. Yep. He'll just hang you upside down in front of your friends.
Watch all the blood rush to your head.
You'd be all red. They'd be like, are you blushing? You blushing because you got beat by a millionaire with nothing better to do? You're embarrassed, aren't you?
I'm gonna pull your pants down to spank you in front of everybody.
Or up, I guess, right?
Looks like your pants are down. Yeah. There you go. I'll fix that for you.
Let me pull your pants up for you.
So hitting him like a pinata.
singing songs, and you're like, "Hey, I love this. This is great. Come on, everybody. Let's beat on the guy that Batman just hung upside down.
Come on, kids." And then, meanwhile, Alfred's in the background just counting his money, just watching. Yeah, oh, yes, sir. Yes, Master Bruce.
Licking his thumb. Should I call the commissioner for that, Master Bruce? No,
doesn't know it's me.
Oh, sorry, Batman.
Bastard child.
This is my. I moonlight as Batman's butler too. I think we fooled him, sir.
He's always trying to just play the fantasy he's living.
I don't really care. Just give me my money.
I am getting paid this week, aren't I? I know our
Just need to
quarterly
take my
profits are
vacation.
low.
That's right. Just need my vacation to France so I can sit and watch the people go by and think about how none of those people are ever affected by their wealth or by their crime. They're not even hung upside down by a vigilante billionaire. They don't even know what they've got or what they're missing.
The inequity, right, is what's causing a lot of this crime, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then, so when you have that consideration, you would say Batman should, by logical, in a logical perspective, him fighting crime should be bringing the number of crimes down. But if the number of crimes are continuing so long that it's not been going down, or it's been staying even or even up.
Yeah.
Don't we think disparity might be a bit of an issue here? And who's got the biggest, fattest wallet in this town? It's this fucker. And he's not distributing it evenly. He's fucking us all.
I'm not going to give you any money. I'm just going to use all my money to beat the shit out of you.
He's a bad dude.
He's the villain.
He's squandering like they're all like fucking scraping and scrimping just to stay alive out there, and he's out there beating them all up. They can't leave the city; it's too big.
Please, sir, I don't have any food. Good thing I installed a third jet thruster on my car, so I don't have to smell your poorness any longer. Maybe if you hold one of the weakest of your brood in front of the flames, you'll finally have something to eat. Alfred, order Taco Bell.
Oh, stand still real quick. I just installed the bat toe knife.
Test these out.
No, stay put. No, stop running.
Alfred, go get him.
Round him up.
Yep. That was it. That's how you do it.
Oh my God.
That's how you get it done, folks. You just use your money to further disparage the poor.
This is what America wants you to do.
It's not the hero that America wants. It's the hero America needs.
That's the one they deserve.
That's right. It's the one they deserve.
Don't we have like a poor guy hero? Zach, if you can chime in on this one, if you happen to know.
Zach is gone. Juan's here though.
Juan's here.
Happy New Year, Juan. Juan says Happy New Year.
It's unfortunately no longer 2021.
That's right.
It's now 2022.
That's right.
And pretty soon it'll be something more.
Right.
Wait, is it?
It's
when's that gonna happen?
It's Juan 422 right now. That's the date.
You got whole month, Juan.
It's always.
It's Juan
at
month.
least every month you get at least one day.
Every month is Juan month to me.
Yes.
And so, that's just how I celebrate.
It's plain and simple.
I don't need the pun to celebrate Juan.
That's exactly right. We do it all year round.
That's right.
It's a perpetual holiday.
I love that Juan is like a silent member of our show. Like if you just listen to the show after the fact,
you have no idea.
No context, really, not a whole lot.
Nope.
But I did tell Juan he's welcome to come on the show anytime.
Of course.
So we may get Juan here someday.
Yep. One of these days. One of these days.
One day. One night. Oh man. Yep. I wish I knew if there was a poor superhero though, like a guy who came from just poverty. And he didn't use money to be a superhero.
Zach would definitely be the one to talk to about that. That's a good question. I'm not sure about that one. Not any that come to mind. I mean, some of them work like what would be considered lower class jobs.
Maybe
I guess
Spider-Man's kind of your poor superhero.
Spider-Man, yeah.
He's trying to juggle it all.
Yeah, he's just a reporter.
Yeah,
just watching his Uncle Ben get torn away from him
over and over again.
Over and over.
Tragedy.
And he's not murdering the poor.
Tragedy, cheese, tragedy, milk, tragedy, bread, eggs.
A fly. Where did that come from? That's the spider brain kicking in there.
Does he eat people he wraps up in the spider webs? If he did, I'd have much more respect for him.
Just turns them into juice. They turn them into little juice boxes. That's what spiders do. I mean,
that's it. That is, they liquefy the inside.
Yeah.
He's got to have a little bit of he's got to have some fangs where he can.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, they're hidden.
He does.
Oh, he does.
Oh, he does.
Have you seen Blade 2?
Man,
just open. The mandibles just open up. Yep.
Oh no!
Yep, just swallow them whole, sucking all the juice out.
That's
and if there's one thing that we know, humans are mostly juice.
That is mostly juice.
It's
Red
mostly,
colored juice.
Mostly
Just
a red.
ask Chris.
That's right. Exactly. He's
Chris
got.
looks like Chris every time. Every week Chris looks like a he's got like a high C bag just sitting chilling next to him. It's all the blood that didn't belong in him.
That's right. He's always ready to get rid of something that he doesn't need. Just like us, and that's why Chris isn't here today.
Chris is not here because he
Chris is
didn't
not
want
here.
to.
And the
Didn't wanna
guillotine's not
suffer it.
ready yet. We got to get the guillotine just in case. If he coughs, if he sniffles, if he does anything, just hinting at him being ill, that's going to be
That's
it.
how we handle things nowadays.
Coming right down.
Boom, boom.
That's it. Goodbye.
Face mask on. CDC recommends you behead
That's right.
anyone.
Can't get me sick if all the head parts are gone. Nobody getting sick from decapitated heads, as far as I'm aware.
We put those heads in a bag.
It might seem like a plague, but it's not the plague. So I know that everything is fine.
If you cut the head off,
yeah.
Would the blood then still be transmitting COVID? Is that, or is it only in like the mucous membrane?
Well, yeah, it would be in the mucous membranes, but it wouldn't be projected.
You could get COVID blood all over you.
Right. You don't want the COVID. Well, I don't know if the blood would be. I mean,
it's not
the antibody show.
Just goes to show you I know nothing about this at all.
Well, that's okay.
There's biologists listening to this right now. They're screaming at me. You fucking idiot! It's in your nose, stupid.
Like, listen,
Not your
I've
fucking
been
blood.
listening to your show for 261 episodes, and this is the last straw.
I'm finally had it with you.
I'm done being I can't call myself a reputable biologist any longer and listen to this show. This is
My
the
reputation's at stake.
That's right.
I'm a wreck right now.
This is the breaking. This is the breaking point. I can't do it anymore. Juan wants to know if we remember My So-Called Life, the show. He says
So-Called Life.
He's
sounds
like
very
Tino
familiar.
from My So-Called Life.
That's very familiar sounding.
Yeah.
I wish I had seen that, but
Yeah.
I can't say I have one.
Yep, that's it.
I wish I had.
Well, we wish a lot of things.
My life is a so-called life, though, because people call it my life.
They-
And Billy
they
Joel
do.
says it's your life.
Right. He says that it's your life, and Bon Jovi says it's my life.
Right.
So is Billy Joel singing to Bon Jovi?
Or maybe Gwen Stefani.
Right. It could
No
be.
doubt. Or even Talk, which is the band that
there's-
first came out with it. She just steal it. She's a thief. Help.
He says that Tino was always mentioned on the show, but you never saw him. It's kind of like it's kind of like
That's it.
Shit, what's Kramer always talks about Bob Sacamano.
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
never see him.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes. Bob Saget.
Yeah, that's good. It's good. Well, I watched the other day Jason Takes Manhattan because I've been ripping
Number 8.
more movies onto my Plex.
Yeah.
So I got the whole Nightmare on Elm Street series on there now. I got the whole Friday the 13th and the whole Halloween.
Oh,
And
nice.
so I was just sitting around and I was like, I got a little bit of time to kill. What should I watch? And so I popped that on. I love how the last 10 minutes of the movie take place in New York and the rest of it has nothing to do.
Their budget was god awful, and so they had to
great.
just like film it on
It's
a cruise
great.
ship the whole time.
I'm pretty sure that Jesse and Steph and the gang covered that on one of the episodes, Say Love Satan, because there were scenes that came on and I was like, I hear commentary in my head, but this is not something I would say about this movie. So that must have been where this came from.
You're downloading every time you listen to the show.
Right, yeah,
You're
it's just-
downloading their commentary into your brain, and it's now running constantly. I do. There are moments too where I'll hear Jesse's voice in my head saying like a joke or something that he has mentioned before.
Absolutely.
in a way only he can do.
So I was just watching Nothing But Trouble because they just did an episode on that.
I have to go revisit that.
I haven't seen it for so long, and so I the whole time there's like the two like giant baby kids that are in there. And I was like, the whole time they were talking, I was like, this is how Jesse talks when he makes fun of people. This is fantastic. This is like a dead ringer for exactly what he does. So that was pretty good. But I was in one of those, like, it reminded me of like the adventure movies of like Labyrinth and stuff like that.
It's a weird fucking movie.
Yeah.
It is like doesn't playing somewhere between comedy and like horror, and it's just so offbeat and fucking strange.
Yeah, I love it.
It's not like anything you really have ever seen.
It's fantastic.
And it's got Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd. One of them's kind of nice. One of them is a monster.
Demi Moore,
but it's the wrong roles.
She did this movie right after Ghost, apparently.
Well, she likes to keep it spooky.
Yeah, I guess so.
And she's tired of Swayze.
What a difference a day makes.
She wanted to work with things she could see.
That's right.
Not Patrick Swayze.
I'm tired of pretending like my co-star's there when he's just out in his trailer.
He's asleep. He's pounding beers back
That's right.
there. He won't get out of there. He won't get up. He's just fucking his pancreas up so he can die from a pancreatitis cancer.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Pancreatitis got real bad, turned into cancer. He's dead.
Sometimes they stay alive, sometimes they don't.
Sometimes
there's nothing but trouble.
Sometimes
there's nothing but trouble.
That's all I see.
Yeah. Trouble's
afoot.
But yeah, those were good. That was fun to revisit those. So I'm excited to go back and watch a whole bunch of other things. I got all the Bond movies ripped onto there now.
Nice.
So there's a lot of fucking Bond movies, man.
Oh yeah, dude. There's a million.
I never realized that. Like, I have them all on DVD, so they're all like sitting sequentially. But now, for whatever reason, now that I have them on my Plex server, like seeing like 3.5 whole rows of Bond movies, like, whoo, that's quite a catalog there.
I had a friend in elementary school who loved James Bond movies, and he loved Jaws, the Jaws franchise. And mind you, this was like the 90s, so there were still like quite a few Bond movies had not come out. But I think this is like when GoldenEye came out.
Sure.
So we spent a whole night one night watching all these Bond movies. Just watched them like straight through the whole night.
Yeah.
And then did the same thing with Jaws, and the Jaws movies were so bad.
Oh my God.
The Bond movies aren't great either.
No.
But I don't really recall a whole lot of them because there was only like a few that were.
I think that switching out the actor that plays Bond is just enough variety to keep it so it's like, okay, what's this guy going to do with it?
Yeah.
So
it's different themes too. Like, it gets silly and then it gets more serious sometimes. And then go for like it's almost like a very meta in the sense that it's showing you a bit of what the sentiment was of different time periods.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then have you heard that that Bond is basically based on like Christopher Lee? Yeah,
I've heard that before, but there's another guy
his cousin or whatever like wrote the books.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's probably some internet.
It's not
farce.
Ralph Waldo Emerson, but
it's Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio, when he wrote the James Bond novels originally, he was a very successful 2-year-old or 3-year-old. But anyhow, no, there's a lot of conjecture as to who Bond is based on, and I think the guy's got 3 names. The author of the books,
Arthur Conan Doyle. Sir,
that's
Arthur
it.
Conan
Sir, that's his first
Doyle.
name. Sir
right.
Arthur Conan Doyle. It's 4 names.
Sherlock Bond.
That's Sherlock Bond.
James Holmes.
That's right. Sherlock Bond, the bounty hunter.
John Holmes.
That's right. Yeah. John Holmes. That's a different kind of movie.
The big giant dick.
That's right. It was an allegory. The Russians weren't the problem. It was finding pants.
That was HIV. I think that's what he died from, right?
Yeah, he did.
HIV was the biggest problem of all.
It was.
When it wasn't his dick, because that was a big problem for some people.
That's right. He did have some issues. Apparently parts of Boogie Nights are based on him.
Really?
Yeah. After Marky Mark kind of gets hooked on drugs and has this fallout when he's in the. Have you seen that movie recently?
No.
Fucking Boogie Nights. Have you ever seen it before?
I can't say that I have.
Oh my God.
I think I've seen parts, but I can't say I've seen the movie.
You've got to watch it. There's a scene towards the end where they're like trying to do this big coke deal, but one of the guys in the crew wants to rob the guy. They're like, don't fucking do it. He's got all these guards everywhere, but he's all coked up. So he's like, I'm gonna fucking rob him. I'm gonna take all this shit and I'm gonna take the money. He's got money in the safe. And so the whole time there's this little Asian guy with these little tiny like Speedos on, and he's lighting firecrackers in the house. And he just keeps throwing them. He's lighting them and throwing them and so the whole time there's like this, because you know what this guy's talking about. They're like, he's trying to psych everybody into it in the car before they get into the house.
Yeah.
And so there's this like mounting tension, and the drug dealer guy is he's like strung out too. So he's already acting erratic. And so every couple seconds, randomly, there's these pops going off from these firecrackers. And so the tension, it's like one of the most brilliant builds. I think it's just constantly like, this is uncomfortability, and you're just waiting for it to. But there's so many great moments in that. That's definitely one that
I'll have to go revisit that.
It's worth a watch.
Just visit it.
It's worth a watch. Ron Jeremy was also, before he was a convicted felon. Ron Jeremy was also a consultant on that movie. But yeah,
we talked to that fucking guy.
Yeah, we absolutely did.
Ugh.
I took pictures with him.
I mean, he was gross when we met him.
Yeah,
because he's always been gross.
He's always been a little hedgehog, man.
Yeah, he's a little
hedgehog
dwarf.
Man. Yeah, that's right.
He's a little Gimli.
Yeah,
we touched that felon.
Yep, absolutely.
We did.
Probably not the first or the last felon that we've touched. Especially
That's a good point.
If our Batman stuff works out,
That's right.
We never know if we get enough Patreon supporters, we become Batman. We got to add another tier. Batman for a day.
Level.
Batman for a day.
$1 million.
$1 million. And we will be Batman.
We'll be Batman.
Whatever bad guy.
If you give us $1 million, we'll do almost anything.
Yep, that's it. Absolutely.
We'll do it. We'll do it all.
Yep. Yeah. There's one. Let's see who has that.
We shouldn't say that though. We're on the internet. What if there's some like really rich person that's like,
well,
wants to see us do fucked up shit? I want you to stab the other Matt's eyeball out. It's like
we already.
All right, that's fine.
That already happened.
That's right. Yeah, we did it already. Okay, pick something new.
Yep, that's right. Try something original there, pal. Already spent a whole vacation in a closet because I stabbed myself in the eye with a knife on the second day.
Have we told this story?
Already felt that pain. I'm sure we've told it many times on the show.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was quite an ordeal that I'm happily past. But yeah, it's we got to add. I think last podcast on the left, they have a Patreon level that's called Six Flags on Us, which is where the person pays them, I think, $1 million, and then everybody from last podcast on the left takes them to Six Flags. But really, they're paying for the trip to Six Flags.
They're just paying for the privilege of having their company.
Right, exactly. When in reality, they're paying for that too. So it's hilarious. It's a great tier.
Oh, God.
So that'll be our Batman tier.
Yeah.
But speaking of tiers, why don't we do some weird news?
Nothing better to say than that.
That's right. That's it. All right. So we got Juan and Allison with us here. Juan, let's catch up on Juan here.
People.
He's saying it was Clara Danes and Jared Leto's acting debut, I guess, in Jason Takes Manhattan.
Oh, really?
Allison says Jordan Cantilano. Says, am I spelling that? And then Juan says Manhattan sucked. It's S-U-C-K-E-D. He spelled it out with periods. It was Jason Takes a Cruise Ship. And he says that Demi's on the cover of I Spit on Your Grave. I never knew that.
Oh, really?
That looks like her ass, though, so I believe it.
Interesting.
Ron Jeremy, the perverted head hog. We're news time. Here we go. Okay. Let's see. We're going to get everything all squared away, and I'm also going to remember to share the screen first. Here we go. My So-Called Life was their debut, Juan says.
Okay. Yeah. I see. Yeah, I see what you mean.
All right. Let's see.
Interesting.
So we'll do screen 2. We're going to let y'all see screen 2. There it is. That's what screen 2 looks like. Now we're going to pull that off there and get the weird news up. All righty. Let's see here. One of these guys, and we're going to bring that over there for the friends. We're going to do this. And how did that happen? I didn't want to do that. Let's try that again.
It's just doing things for you.
Apparently. But little premature there. We want to do this one and that one. And we're going to do this and that. And now
here it comes.
We're ready. We're going to bring that over there. And we're going to do this.
Chris is our mascot over here, but he's not even here right now. If Chris ever leaves the show or anything, doesn't matter.
No,
we're never going to stop.
It'll be identical.
Never stop referencing it.
Can't stop, won't stop. How did we ring in the new year, Juan?
Quietly for me.
Quietly, yes.
I was going to have a party, but everybody started getting sick.
Yeah.
Chris was sick.
Imagine that.
As part of why Chris is not here today is because he's still kind of getting past that contagious portion, or we think so.
Yeah.
But he's feeling better, but he's sick. And not COVID, though.
Right.
Greg was sick, but he did not have COVID either.
Yeah.
We don't want to compromise all the members of the band. Tyler's still well.
Right.
But we have our show coming up soon. So, and Matt was definitely like, I'm not getting sick.
Yeah, no, I
was like, I'll just reschedule that party to something else. But so therefore, I didn't really do much. I was just hanging out with Allison.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, so I sat on the couch and watched the ball drop.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, let's go to bed.
I think we fell asleep at like 11:30.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Official old people status.
That's right. I love it. All right, let's see here. We'll move this weird news over there, and we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna start the weird news right about now.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news.
Weird news on the Kickstarter.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used the witch hold me to get the fire off me! Help me, Oprah Winfrey!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. A human torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has sponsorship.
And now with this week's weird news, here's the
So for our first story here we go. We're heading to China, folks. We're heading to China. Here, let me put the video on the stream here so everybody can see what we're seeing.
China's a place where anything can happen.
Anything goes in China. That's their slogan. That's their slogan. Anything goes. McDonald's China has confirmed that the company is testing in-store exercise bikes after a video was taken inside one of the eateries and went viral online. So I guess if the food doesn't give you enough indigestion, you could exercise while you're eating.
Yeah, because we all know that exercising and eating McDonald's at the same time is probably the most joyful feeling thing on your stomach. You're just pump those little legs.
You're just begging to have an epitaph that reads, "He was just like Bruce Wayne without money." You know, you're really asking for it. Footage emerged recently on social media showing a woman sitting on a stationary bike while eating a hamburger at McDonald's. The company confirmed the bikes have been installed as seats at locations in Guangdong and Shanghai.
What's the motivation here?
I guess like our food is really bad for you, so we want to try and get you to be healthy.
Yeah, but like for a patron, like for a customer, what's the motivation to go sit on one of these when there's regular?
I guess counteracting your food.
If you have the personal like responsibility or you take on that personal desire to do it.
Sure.
However, if you're just going into a store and you're like, I just want to eat this thing,
right?
You're not going to go choose the bike.
Why would you do that? Yeah, exactly right.
If you're going into a McDonald's, I think health is probably the least.
That's at the bottom of your list, obviously. At least today.
Right. Yeah. Maybe not overall.
Maybe I'll come back tomorrow and use the bike, but today I'm here for the nuggets.
There are probably people who are morbidly obese that will go and sit on there to make themselves feel like they're doing something
because they can't fit between the arms of the chair. This at least they can hang off the sides.
Why don't they put this in like planes or other small spaces?
Yeah, and then you can harvest the energy to keep the lights on.
That would be great.
Listen,
we got better ideas than McDonald's does.
All right, McDonald's.
T-fucking-M.
That's right. That stands for the Mats. We have trademarked it. All right, that's the end of it. McDonald's China said that the bike seats are part of the company's Upcycle for Good initiative, which aims to promote sustainability. The company says the exercise bikes, holy shit, generate electricity that the customers can use to charge their cell phones.
There's the motivation. That's it. It's got to be some kind of selfish bullshit. And it's not for the betterment of you as a human being.
The gain?
That's the gain right there.
That's right.
Free charge.
Free of charge. That's what we're looking for.
Free of charge.
That's right. The company said the bikes also serve as a means of helping customers stay healthier while eating fast food. McDonald's,
also a gimmick.
That's right. It's definitely something. Otherwise, they wouldn't have their M's, their golden arches all over them.
That's right.
McDonald's said it is collecting data from the two stores and that the exercise bike program might be expanded
It's trying to see the fastest customer.
Yeah,
the data's trying to collect. we're gonna start supporting the person who's the fastest on these bikes for a race.
That's right. We're gonna put them with the McDonald's logo right on there. We're gonna fuel them full of barbecue sauce.
I'm the Lance Armstrong of McDonald's exercise bikes.
That's right. Once you cross the finish line, then you get the sweet and sour.
I got one ball, no money, and nobody loves me anymore.
Is your name Bruce Wayne? Oh, that's
you ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
That's right. Step right up to this McDonald's exercise bike, and you might know what it feels like. That's right.
Gotta charge my phone.
That's right. I gotta take this call.
As if like you couldn't do it in a potato, right?
Right.
If you had grab potato out the back to go turn them into fries. Anyway, go stick some like two like the two wires in it. Charge up the phone right there.
Plug this shit into your nose. Blow harder. Yeah, that's the only way they're going to get it done. Well, I'll tell you, almost got it done again. Firefighters in Oregon rescued a woman who slipped from a trail and was left clinging to a tree root atop a 300-foot cliff. So if you look in the foreground of this video, you'll see the person rescuing her rappelling down the side of this cliff face, which is a sharp drop all the way down to where the ambulance is waiting I thought they're supposed to have a fucking
guardrail thing, right?
No, well, yeah, the guardrail, but the fucking trampoline at the bottom to catch them with the trampoline, you know, like the cops, the fire people do when they jump off.
Yeah. Like the circus.
Yeah, like the circus.
There should be a lion down there.
There's obviously no circus in town in Oregon this week, but this is like classic movie trope, and it happened in real life. That's the main reason I got this. This is it. This is
the moment in Vertical Limit when Chris O'Donnell's dad, their friend rather, knocks off his hook.
Yep,
and he starts falling
right down,
and then they all start slipping out.
You're like, oh shit,
and he's like, cut me loose.
Yeah, cut me loose, Chief.
Me loose, Chief.
cut me, Nick. My name is Dale. Whatever.
Just cut it.
Yeah, just cut it. Just cut it, man. What do I care what your name is?
This is a 300-foot drop to my death. You think I care about like correctness?
Obviously, I'm done with all that stuff now.
I'm over it. It's time to go.
These are more words than I wanted to be putting
out. Hanging around a lot longer.
I'm just looking for a long A followed by an H, and that's going to be it.
Oh, it was so beautiful. His last words were
just like that. Well, Corbett Fire District 14 says the report came in about 3 p.m. on Monday that a woman had slipped from the Multnomah Falls Trail in the Columbia River Gorge and had fallen about 30 feet down. That's some shit right there. You fall 30 feet and there's another 300 feet below you. Whoops. Whoa. Yeah. Firefighters arrived to find the woman clinging to a tree root hanging over a 300-foot cliff. The rescuers were able to reach the woman and bring her back to solid ground, and they said that the woman was evaluated by medics and found to be uninjured. So there you go.
Unhinged.
Unhinged. She started climbing down the other side of the mountain. What's wrong with this bitch? Come on.
How long did she hang on there before?
That's a good. Well, it's because it said that it was 3 p.m. when they got the reports. Who knows? It's
was she
still
traveling
daylight.
with a friend that maybe watched her slip and she was like, "Get some help."
That's the thing too. I mean, yes, there's snow, but I mean, unless the rest of the flat surface here is ramped towards this cliff face, there was some conscious.
She probably started getting in. You ever get caught up in a slip that lasts like 8 seconds? That's probably what happened. She started slipping down the thing.
More cinematic moments. There you go.
She's lived in a movie in Oregon.
That's it. Well, I'll tell you who else wished they lived in a movie. A Paraguayan military officer died.
Oh no!
After being attacked by a deer. that ran an antler through his chest.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
While he was standing still, serving a security detail at the presidential residence.
I can't deal with that.
He's just standing there. It's a regular old day, and an antler pokes through his chest like fucking alien.
It's a B horror movie. Like,
he just got stabbed by a deer.
Night of the Deer.
That's
it just
it.
comes out and just. This is Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Infantry Assistant Sergeant Victor Asai Fletcher, 42, died on Monday night as a result of piercing injuries caused by the animal.
Oh my.
The deer was an axis deer from India, which had been oh, this is even better. They had been donated to the presidential residence in which he was protecting by the director of wildlife. This is getting even better.
Deer came rampaging through, impaled this guy's chest. He's there to guard him. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh!
Hold on. We're going to get Rambo to protect the president.
What's that say about your military expertise?
Oh
if
my
you can let
God.
a deer just run and say it through your fucking chest.
I didn't want this. Oh my God. Well, he was declared dead in a military hospital. They said that there's no history of similar attacks by animals routinely kept in the presidential residence. And that's included ostriches, ponies in the previous administration. The animals are kept in a restricted area and not in routine contact with visitors to the residence, which is located in a residential area of the capital city. So that's some wild shit right there. This guy's just standing around and a deer comes up and that's it. You're dead now. Yeah.
Can you imagine just getting taken out by a deer?
In Paraguay.
And by its antlers, not
right.
I mean, getting hit by hitting a deer with your car is one thing.
There's got to be more to this story.
How could he just stand there calmly?
And how could it? He didn't hear it running. Like, I mean,
well, he's there to protect them.
Yeah.
He's letting them roam free.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's so majestic. These creatures, these wonderful donated gifts, and why is it getting so loud?
Right through.
Right through his chest.
Sitting there listening to Celine Dion with
Sarge.
his AirPods.
Oh, Sarge. We're never trained for this, Sarge. No. No.
Once more.
I won't lose another soldier of these deer. I swear to God. Could you imagine if they all opened fire on the gifted deers?
They all just turn around, draw their submachine guns.
Like Predator, they all just fucking go ape shit on it.
Oh my God, it's so good.
That must have what happened to that fucking building. It looks like it's falling apart back in the background.
It's completely destroyed.
What the hell?
They shot rocket launchers at the deer. It's completely it's just
right around.
just chewing on grass, turning around, looking at them.
Oh,
whatever.
This fucking deer is possessed by the devil.
That's it. That's fantastic. Well, I'll tell you who else must have been possessed by the devil. A woman returning from a flight to Europe with more than $3,000 worth of gifts in her luggage, opened them to find the contents gone and replaced with dog food.
What, a Scruff McGruff robber from the
I guess so.
TSA?
Should have gone to Chicago, Illinois, 60652. Gina Sheldon of Portsmouth, New Hampshire, also found an old T-shirt and a shaving cream bottle in her bag.
What the fuck happened?
It sounds like Scruff McGruff stole her luggage.
Ever since they
Or she got his. You know?
What's his say, McGruff?
It's just dog food and a razor.
It's like after they got rid of him as the spokesperson,
Right.
he had to join the TSA because there's no other job for him. Just a giant dog in a too small costume, try to search people's luggage, give them anal probes.
There's also a bullet that has a cross etched into the front of it. Some weird shit.
He's got his own. He's making his own hammer points. Take a bite out of crime.
She
or
said,
take a bite into crime.
That's right. And you take enough bites out of something, and all you got left is the thing you'd been eating.
An indigestion.
That's right. It's just in some indigestion. You got to let that come back up. So there was better do it in Europe though. So I take a vacation. I just let all my frustrations out. I'll let my hair down, take off this trench coat, stop smoking these menthols every day.
Definitely smoke. He was like a noir detective. He wore a fucking fedora on his head.
Absolutely.
And a trench coat.
Yep. Yeah.
This motherfucker totally smoked.
He did. He had to. He had to do it to keep the images of the children out of his eyes.
Him and she goes to hang out with Joe Camel at the bar.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah,
teaching kids
animal
about crime.
bars. Yeah. Well, there was a leather jacket I had purchased for my 16-year-old. I had bought one of these really cute leather wristlet band purses, and I had gone to various. I was going to give them to various friends and family.
It was all leather. I bought a leather TV.
Leather TV.
That thing was worth at least $400. Now some dog has it. The fuck is going on?
I bought this $400 leather TV. That some fucking dog has it in Chicago. Watching all those leather channels.
Oh my God.
Hey, that's some shit.
It's like an S&M. Because all she described was leather.
Scruff is sitting on a leather couch in a gimp suit with his ears hanging out the side, watching leather TV. He's got a leather plate with little hunks of leather all over it. He's got a leather fork.
Oh, fuck.
This is what I've come to.
Oh, my God.
Well, she said she spent 11 days in Italy and stopped in Paris for a few days on a business trip on her way home. When it goes through, I'm all lightheaded now. When it goes through the scan, I continued on its journey. It looked like real luggage, she said about the objects. And it wasn't until I opened them up and realized that they had been replaced to substitute for the weight. We apologize for the customer experience following Air France Flight 334. Delta told us.
Experience of opening your luggage to find only dog food. What kind of experience has anyone ever had like that?
Where was that on the menu? I'll take the dog food option.
I don't think any one person in the history of mankind has ever had that experience. You can't sit here and generalize it like it's
one of the dog food at the airport things
occasionally happens. What in the fuck?
It is the holidays. We
expect delays.
Okay. Was it Purina at least? Was it valuable dog food?
It was at least healthy. Jesus, I got lots of dogs too.
Well, it said we have affirmatively connected with our partners at Air France about the customer to find a resolution. So there you go.
That's one of the best ones. Could you imagine just getting home? You just want to, or even getting to where you're going,
right?
And all your toiletries, it's just dog food left in there. All dog food, baby.
This is the worst magic trick I've ever seen.
Does David Blaine work around here? What the hell just happened to me? What if maybe like David Blaine's black magic is just randomly replacing other people's luggage items?
That's going to be his retirement. He's just like, it's dog food now. Here
dog food, baby. Open it up.
Get the hell out of my house. Get the fuck out of my house. That's it.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, I'll tell you what, should have gotten the fuck out of the house. And,
this picture.
We suppose the AI rebellion to overtake humankind still in its beta phase. Well, now a viral tweet on Sunday, a woman named Kristen Livedall of Oakdale, Minnesota, said that her 10-year-old daughter asked the Alexa voice assistant, on their Amazon Echo for a challenge, and it suggested that the child do something questionable. She accompanied her post with a screenshot of the smart speaker, which it asked her to do. It said, plug in a phone charger about halfway into a wall outlet. Then touch a penny to the exposed prongs.
What the fuck?
The Amazon spokesperson told HuffPost that as soon as the company became aware of this error, It fixed it quickly.
This experience.
Yeah, right. Yeah, sorry about that experience. It says we'll continue to advance our systems to prevent similar responses in the future. It was a good opportunity to talk to my kids about internet safety and not believing everything you see or hear from the internet. We were doing some physical challenges like laying down and rolling over, holding a shoe on your foot, inspired by physical education teacher videos on YouTube, when her daughter just wanted to try another one. And that's when Alexa apparently suggested that the child partake in a challenge that it had, quote, found on the web.
Alexa sounds kind of like a disgruntled neighbor.
Yes,
the kid won't leave alone.
I don't know. Fucking plug a charger in halfway, touch a penny to it. I don't know.
A spoon in a light socket, fucker.
It's apparently
shut up, leave me alone.
It's apparently a TikTok challenge. Surprise, surprise. That's called the Outlet Challenge.
I hope that TikTok starts weeding out these people.
It's doing it already.
Let's do it.
Doing it already.
Let's let Darwinism reign supreme.
That's right. There you go.
I say.
So there you go. It's the challenge is simple. Plug the phone charger in about halfway into the wall, then touch a penny to the exposed prongs. The resulting sparks are supposed to be cool enough to win you an instant internet fame. Obviously, don't attempt it, just in case you people don't realize.
Funeral.
Yeah, instant funeral. Right, exactly. You're just going to be right on coffin flop. That's just going to be.
Just body after body busting out of shit wood and hitting pavement.
That's right. that's going to be it. Well, since the metals conduct electricity, you don't know about all that shit. I don't have to read that all to you people.
Give you electricity lesson.
Yeah,
right
let me
here.
give you electricity lesson.
Yes, and we brought in Steve, the electrician, to help.
All of your
it.
wires are made of copper. Yes, some of them have a white plastic around them or rubber. Some of them have black. But it's all copper inside. Pennies also mostly copper. So that's what you're looking at when you connect the two. You're looking at what we call a short. And if you're connected, guess what? You're the grounding cord.
That's right. And it's going to go right through you.
Right through you. And I'll tell you what almost went right through some people in a Texas town. Officials in a Texas town said residents weren't just imagining it when it seemed to rain fish during a storm.
It's raining fish.
The city of Texarkana said in a Facebook post that it was indeed raining fish during Wednesday's rainstorms. Did you realize that this could happen?
I did not know this is like a.
It's
an experience.
It's a real thing.
This is an experience.
It's a real thing. Yeah,
this is more common than just once.
Oh yes.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Multiple residents took to social media to share photos of fish that had fallen from the sky. Animal rain is a phenomena that occurs when small water animals like frogs, crabs, and small fish are swept up into water spouts, which are essentially like hurricanes that don't travel far. The tubes or drafts, and they occur on the surface of the earth when they rain down the same time as the rain. So there you go. So
how come they only fell on this side?
This that's a good question. Yeah, that's a good question. But yeah, so that's quite an experience right there to have a whole bunch of fish rain.
I mean, it's great if you're hungry.
It's good if you're hungry for sure. It gives you something to munch on there for lunch.
Don't have to go fishing.
No, it's like catching snowflakes, but just a little more impact. Yeah.
Mom, I got hit in the face by a fish. It's raining fish outside.
Yeah, that has to be quite a thing to experience, I'll tell you.
Jesus
Christ. Yeah, there you go. That was, and
it's not even the weirdest thing we talked about.
Nope, not at all. So this happened at the very end of last year, a couple days ago, and there were the city of Texarkana joked about this being the final hurrah for 2021.
The final bit of horror for us all to digest.
Why not throw the whole thing in? We're just going to take care of all of this stuff.
This happens somewhat frequently.
Yeah, well, yeah, it happens on occasion. It's, like I said, whenever like a hurricane starts to form, but rather it's like a dust devil versus a tornado. This is like a water spout versus a hurricane. So it just starts to pull it up and throw them out there. But they tend to
chucking fish
just
out of the ocean.
But they just fall with the rain. That's the trippy part, because this water spout filters all this moisture into the atmosphere, which is what makes it rain. Mm-hmm. And so it all happens at the same time. So it's just like drip, 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 slap. Yeah. You got to
driving through the fish.
Got to run around with deli paper. There you go. That's dinner, folks. That's dinner. But
dinner's coming out of the sky. Fish.
That's right. It's
flying out of the sky.
Where else?
It's raining fish.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Everything's upside down around here.
Yep, that's how it goes. Sometimes you get to enjoy the fish. Sometimes the fish get to enjoy you. Sometimes they fall right down on your head.
That is all true statements.
And your umbrella, sometimes you just got to turn that umbrella upside down.
So
Frank Sinatra sang that once about pennies from heaven. But this time, we're talking about trout.
And keep those fucking pennies out of your light
That's right.
sockets.
Keep them out of your light sockets. Swap them out for the fish that are falling from the sky.
Trout from heaven.
That's right. Trout from heaven, baby. That's really what we're trying to accomplish every time we take all of our money, filter it into some weather machine that's going to change, how things happen.
Like a Bill Paxton.
That's right. It's
style twister, it's tracking tornado
right,
tracker.
Exactly. It's just a means of finding. But can you imagine primitive society having this experience?
Oh my gosh. It's a recipe for religion.
Of course it is. It's a religious experience. And
being the one opportunist who's like, I did this. Absolutely. I did this.
I'm the one that made the fish rain from the sky.
Historically, isn't basically Trump would have been a prophet back in those days.
In those days, Trump was a prophet in these days for a lot of people. That's the problem. And now all we're left with is a millionaire running around, hanging people upside down, pulling their pants up but down at the same time, pulling them up but not out. And we're just sharing the space. That's really what it is. We are just peons renting space from the billionaires that rule the world.
That's right. But pay your tributes to Bezos.
That's right. Give him what he wants.
Give your tax money to him.
That's right. Straight away. Apparently he's in a whole bunch of shit for a bunch of back taxes.
Oh, boo.
It's like $62 million or something.
That's literally nothing.
I know. It's a drop in the bucket.
Nothing.
That's the thing that's so crazy about it.
$62 million he probably made earlier today.
Right.
Just in hours.
Yeah, and not even doing anything. It's just this is what I make. This is what I make trying to throw fish into the sky and get it to stick.
They all paid less taxes. All these billionaires paid less taxes.
Of course.
I love that Elon Musk acts like he's a fucking folk hero.
Right.
He's like the richest guy in the world.
Yep.
He's great.
It's fantastic.
Follow him.
It's right. Follow him on Facebook.
Fine, do it.
Right, just do it.
I'd rather be the guard who's keeping everyone safe.
That's
and
right.
He's willing to sacrifice his own chest.
That's right. Even
to
if
keep these deer,
I will
inside the Paraguayan.
I'll dive in front of deer to protect the president any day. That's what he said.
I took this pledge.
I signed up for this.
I don't wear a bulletproof vest.
That's right.
Just so I can take an antler to the chest.
I have to be able to absorb the full antler impact with my chest. Because if I have the bulletproof vest, he's just going to bounce off. He's just going to end up hurting somebody else. I'm the one. I am the deer savior, okay?
The deer slayer.
That's right. The deer.
If he's stuck in me, can't hurt you.
That's right. I am Robert De Niro. And we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt.
That's it.
That's that.
We're done. This is the first episode of the year. Hopefully everybody made it.
We made it.
We made it because otherwise you wouldn't be listening.
That's right.
And keep making it through. Just don't.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Why
can't stop? Don't stop.
Won't stop.
Don't stop. Won't stop. Just if you see anybody who's really rich,
stop signs out of those.
Just take all the stop signs and say this is against my religion, and then kick them off.
This is against my religion.
And then the police will say, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir. We'll get rid of the rest of them on your street because you're the hero. You're the one keeping this town safe. Whatever you say goes." And then an old British man will enable you by bringing you food that he stole from a bunch of poor people who were riding bikes.
You're flying trout, sir.
That's right. Yeah, flying trout. And don't worry, I made sure that whoever was eating this Big Mac before you got it was trying to escape from me on a bike.
A stationary bike. Charging them.
Jokes on them. The fools didn't even realize didn't have a front wheel.
I was just hitting them with a baseball bat.
I beat them to death. Don't worry, Master Wayne.
Just as you instructed
that's
me.
Right. They are now the ground beef. Ironic, isn't it?
You're the beef that feeds my master.
Goodbye, everyone.
Say
All right, Internet people. Juan and Allison, I presume, thank you very much for your attendance, for being here for another episode for the kickoff of the 2022 season.
We did it. We got through.
We made it through. We made it through.
Where it's
fucking wreck right now.
And ladies, do not let Wagner touch you. He's not allowed. Not allowed. Do you hear me, Paul?
Okay, man, leave me alone.
Get that pointing going, folks, and we'll see you on the next episode.
See you next week.
All right, we love you. Goodbye.
Bye.